Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecotman12.blogspot.com and welcome to my gaming performance test of the Vodafone Smart 4. So, let's get straight into it and let's start off with Subway Surf. Now, this game is very similar to Temple Run, and to say the truth I do far prefer it compared to Temple Run. Temple Run to me gets quite boring, just looking at it gets quite boring. The controls in Temple Run 2 are different from Temple Run 1 and they require you to adjust to them. But to this, I actually really do prefer this game. It's much faster, and there was a glitch there in the performance of the Vodafone Smart 4. And overall, it's a very, very fun game. I'm not really into my mobile gaming, but this would be one of the ones I play more, but I only really play it primarily when I'm doing these game performance tests. So, as you can see, the performance is really quite good on the Vodafone Smart 4. You did see earlier there was a lag. That was not your computers, don't worry. That was the phone. That can happen, and yeah, works very well, and I think it's a pretty good game. So, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one is Injustice Gods Among Us. Now, I'm just going to say, this game, quite a few times, does not work on this phone. It just takes you back to the home screen, but this time I got it to work, and it's quite hit and miss, this game, when it works, and that's quite strange, because when you look at it, it's not running perfectly, but it's still more than playable. So the performance, as I already said, more than playable, really quite good, although the game does crash occasionally upon startup. Now, what do I think of this game? You all know what I think of this game. I really do despise this game the more I have to talk about it. It's good to test on the smartphone because the graphics I think are quite decent, but to say the truth, this game costs more than the Big Brother console versions that you'd get, which are also far superior. This game is a complete utter rip-off. It's free to get, but if you want to continue playing the game and fighting your even more difficult opponents, you're going to have to pay in order to continue progressing through the game. And that is just naughty. You can't just pay once for the whole game and that's it, so I really despise this game and I am disgusted with it. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, let's take a look at this game. Now, this is the latest sort of game I'm actually testing on. What? Unfortunately, Spider-Man 2 has stopped. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try this again. Okay, and let's have a look out this. Ooh. Okay, one more time, and let's hopefully see how it runs on the. Okay, you know what? This isn't working. Okay, so Amazing Spider-Man 2 isn't working, so apparently I'm gonna have to go back to the Amazing Spider-Man 1, a game I thought I would have left behind and will not have to cover in gaming performance videos anymore. But here I am. It kind of gives me a sense of nostalgia right here. But anyway, you can see I was running on this Vodafone Smart 4, which, by the way, does have a dual-core 1.2 GHz Snapdragon 200 processor. And as you can see, it's running quite smoothly. There's some frame rate drops when there's a lot of stuff going on screen, but primarily it is running really quite smooth. And the web swinging is not as cheap as it was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, because here, you still do attach your webs onto the sky, but not as often as you do with Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, what do I think of this game? Well, it's been a very long time since I played it. I never completed it because touchscreen controls just didn't do it for me with this game, and the same goes for this one as well. Overall, it's quite smooth, the combat is okay, nothing really to shout home about. And yeah, overall, it runs and looks good on the Vodafone Smart 4, which really does surprise me, but I would personally not want to play this game right here. So, thanks guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also, please click that big subscribe button you can see on your screen right now, and you'll be updated with my latest videos as soon as I upload them. Thanks guys again for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Take care.